we're back with a new segment with me training Oggy and also Brendan Carpenter teletraining us over the phone. I have a Bluetooth headset on and an earpiece connected underneath my hood and everything, so I can hear Brandon give me directions and I can talk to him, ask questions while we work with Oggy today.
Good morning, Ashley. And good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Now, we just established communication just before we went live, so this is really kind of seamless so far. But I got to tell you, everybody, Ashley was whining. She was whining about how come she got the short end of the stick here, being out in the snow and the cold. And look where I'm at. I'm nice and cozy inside a house. Got my warm drink. Everything's looking good for me.
James is in his office.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, shoot. That's okay. Well, somebody's got to do what we used to do. How's that?
That's fair.
I will tell you though, I haven't been in all morning. It's been feeding cows, getting horses fed. Everybody make sure water's all right, and let's compare weather. What temperature are you looking at there?
I think we're at 3 degrees here.
Okay, yeah, we had 6 below this morning, but it's warm. It is warmed up to about 15 right now, so we're doing well.
Yeah, I think it was 3 when we got started at 8:30. I think when James was doing the ranch tour this morning, it was like 0, and it hit negative 11. I think in Missoula. Seems to get a little colder over there in the bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, that cold air sinks a little bit. So, okay, well, let's get started with Oggy. What I'm going to do is have you tell me and tell him what you want him to do, and then I will kind of give you some tips, some hand here as we do that. When I see something go, oh, look at that, he's feeling
fresh.
good.
He's ready to go.
Yeah, so let's go ahead.
Yeah, he's got nice soft snow to walk on.
That's nice.
Well, I'd like to get him walking in just a couple circles and get him listening to me mainly. So getting him to walk and to stop, like we did last time, take, X amount of steps, and then have him stop and then continue doing that. So I think that's a good place to start.
Good. Yeah. And he's already, I noticed just him and his behavior, he is not necessarily wanting to be in there and do what he wants, and he's just kind of moving around you, facing you, just kind of goofing off. So let's see what he does.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good boy. Whoa. 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 Good boy.
There we go. Okay, and as he's moving, see how he's shortcutting across the corral there? He's telling you he doesn't want to work any harder than he has to. So it's really important to now not just control direction and speed, but where he's at in that corral as far as how far out on the rail he is.
So would walking towards him fix that, or how do I remedy?
Yes, good question. And the answer is yes. Step forward only is enough that you need to make him push himself back out on the rail. There you go. Notice how when you step back to get him to slow down, it kind of depends on how much you need to step back. The same thing with going forward. You're doing just the opposite thing, but you're just kind of pushing into his shoulder a little bit and ever so much slightly ahead. That'll slow him down a little bit. Make your shoulder square. There you go. When you come across there, it looked really good. Good.
Good boy.
Better. Much better.
Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa. Good boy. Settle down.
Very good. And he's not being malicious when he kicks up like that. He's just feeling good. Yeah.
He's excited.
There we go. That's much better. Much better.
Good boy.
Distance out there on that rail. Very good. Okay, now he's challenged you a little bit. So he doesn't want to have to do this. So this is good. This will give us a chance to discipline him and make yourself the dominant member of this little herd here. Okay, so that was kind of just a little bit of a test. That was, you asked him to do something and he kind of kicked up. Wasn't malicious, but he's telling you no. So the next time if he does that again, and he probably will, then really pop him right close to the rear end and make him run around that corral, that round pen, a lot more fast and
Good boy.
deliberately, like that. Now push him hard, push him. Discipline him. There you go, because he's telling you no, and he's resistant. So just work him, make him run. There you go. Good job. And then whenever you're ready, just slow him down and forget that ever happened.
Okay. Easy. Good boy.
Very good. Very.
Easy.
See, he's listening. He's just resistant.
Good boy.
Good job.
Good boy.
And again, that wasn't malicious. That was just turning and having fun. If you ask him again, I mean, and you just have to see that and know the horse behavior. A little bit is that, but it's more of, all right, I'm gonna go this way. I'm getting my way. I get to do what I want. But you're asking him to go that direction, so I'm okay with that.
Easy.
Okay, back up a little bit more. There you go. That's better.
I'm getting a little dizzy. Whoa. Good boy. Whoa.
There you go.
Good boy.
Okay, back up. There you go. Now back up a little bit. If he starts to move, step towards him again, just to make sure that he stands where you want him to stand. Very good. He's bobbing his head, probably licking and chewing his eye. I saw an real big eye blink there.
He's got his lips going. Good boy.
Now he's wishing he wasn't there.
Good.
Very good. I would work him a little slower, Ashley. Just make him walk, because that's what he doesn't want to do right now.
Yeah, he seems to just want to take off.
Yep.
Easy.
And this might be a good spot to make him go one step and stop. That'll completely change his mind.
Whoa. Good boy. Whoa. Good.
Pardon me.
Whoa. Good boy. Whoa. Good.
Okay, and then when he does stop, make sure he doesn't face you, because you never asked him to face you. Make him stay parallel to the rail when he stops. So go ahead and move that front end around so that he is parallel to the rail. There you go.
Whoa.
Right there.
Good boy. Whoa. Good boy. Whoa.
There you go. And if you can, just push him with your body's energy.
Boy.
Try not to push your hand on him. Only if you have to. Very good.
Okay.
That's better.
Whoa.
Back up just a little. There, he'll stop. There he goes. Now he's going forward. So see, you were just a little bit too close to him because you're pushing him, and he's responding to that. So you just have to adjust yourself a little bit.
Okay.
So that he's, you're not pushing him backwards. But you're doing great so
Good
far.
boy.
There we go. Now he's slowing down. This is good.
Whoa. Good boy.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good.
Good. Whoa.
Good job.
Good boy.
If he starts to turn towards you, then just step towards him and make him put his body is that front foot stand like that. Just push without making him go. There you go. Good. Mo, yes. Nice.
Good boy.
And then we should, if we could get him to stop, that's what we're really after. But yeah, see, now get on him. He's telling you no. There you go. And then I wouldn't discipline him a super long time, just a round or so, and then start over. Then you're good to go.
Easy. Good boy.
There you go.
Easy.
Good job.
Easy. Good. Good boy.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. Good.
Yeah, actually, I think you're doing a good job keeping him out on the rail now. That was, before he was just trying to kind of shortcut you. So we're doing really well there. I think we're still working just a little fast. And it's because he's wanting to move. So good. Okay. He took about 4 or 5 steps and you stepped to the left and it stopped him. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure that he is watching you. So just ask him to take a couple of steps and then stop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Whoa. Good
Excellent.
boy.
Excellent. See how you're slowing his mind down and now slowing his body with it. Good job. And you're being less.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Good. You're being less overt about it, much more subtle, and that's what we want him to do is cue off of the subtle communication that you're making with him. Good job. Praise him for that when he looks at you.
Good boy. Good. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, you're stepping towards him. There
Good
we go.
Boy.
Try to step back first to see if you can give him some
Whoa.
room. And it's hard to stop the horse. Yeah, and it's really hard to stop him when they're going slow. It's easier to stop them when they're going fast. It doesn't seem like that should be true, but it is. So step straight back. Okay, there you go. That's fine. Good.
Okay. It's really cold.
How's your feet and hands doing?
The feet are fine. The hands are a little cold, but it's the brain that's freezing.
Okay.
Whoa.
Very good.
Good boy.
Okay, good. You're starting to get some really good control on him. So it might not be a bad idea to just turn him the other direction now.
Yeah, let's try the other way. Good boy.
Much better. Oh, yes. Good.
Easy.
So see how we have to start over with this lesson again because he's wanting to run fast or move fast, inside, shortcutting you, doing all of the things you don't want him to do.
Whoa.
So go ahead and just correct him.
Whoa.
There you go. Good. Make him turn the other way, quick as you can. There you go. Yeah, when he defies you and turns the way you don't want him to, correct him absolutely as quickly as possible.
Okay. Good boy.
Okay.
Whoa. Good.
Very good.
Easy.
Good stop. Very good stop. Very good. Now he's going to kick at you, didn't he? Yeah. So when he kicked at you like that, he's defying you. So really make him work hard. Really run him. It's a little late now because he's already done.
Did he kick at me or was he just turning on his haunches?
He did. Oh, because it looked like he kicked out. My frame kind of froze up on me right there when that happened. So
okay, because I think he was just turning and rotating. I don't know.
Okay, he didn't try to kick out then. Because I missed that.
I don't think so. I think he just raised up and turned. But either way, he's running now.
Yeah, because I'm getting sometimes my video freezes for just a moment, and that's what looked like happened. So that's my mistake. I was inferring that probably happened.
Nice trot. Good boy.
Okay, we want to slow him down though as soon as we possibly can. There we go. Always start slow. Always start at a walk. Always end at a walk. Otherwise, they come in and then just get zipping around. So good, very good. You're doing great. And arguably, it's a little tougher to do this when it's cold because they're happy to move and keep warm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're going to get him warmed up, and then he's going to go back out to the cold field.
Right.
Easy.
Good job. Making him move. That's good.
Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Good boy.
Oh, good. Look how he wanted to turn that front end towards you, but you said stepped into him and forced him back out. That's very, very good. Very good. You're really controlling his direction, whether he's coming to you or staying on the rail. Good job.
Easy. Good. Easy.
Very good.
Good boy.
Did he stop on his own there, or did you?
Yeah, he stopped. He hit the fence and then he stopped.
Yeah, okay. I thought that's what it looked like, that he was wanting to make the decision and you made him move, so that's good.
Good boy.
Very good.
Good boy.
There you go. Good job.
Good boy.
Nice. Making him walk, and he's relaxed.
Whoa, easy.
Yeah, good. That's a good read, Ashley. You saw him start to
good boy.
Tighten up a little bit and then move his body, and this is very, very good. You corrected that. Slowed him down. Good job.
Whoa. Good.
Okay, now let's try something. He's stopping pretty good for you, but you're having to step sideways to get in front of him. So the next time you want him to stop, just take a step straight back from him, away from him, and see what happens.
Okay.
And see if he's going to read taking the pressure off of you or off of him instead of him walking into the pressure. And this is going to be a little bit, now in this context, it's going to be a little easier.
Easy.
It should be more subtle. There you go.
Back easy.
Up. Okay, back straight up.
Easy.
Don't turn. There you go. There you go. All right. See how you backed straight up and then he came around to you and put pressure on himself. Okay. So we want to try to transition, but he did take about 3 more panels worth of distance to be able to do that, but that's okay. We want to tune him up to where he's listening to you by knowing that when you say whoa, he's going to be putting pressure on himself anyway. He's going to work harder to get there, so he might as well stop.
Right.
Okay. Good. All right. Now I'm going to shut up for a while and watch you go to work.
Good boy.
Were you telling me good boy for shutting up?
Oggy. I mean, if you want to take it that way.
Oh, I'm just giving you a bad time.
Whoa. Good boy.
Good. Very good. Good job. And you backed straight up. You didn't turn in a circle away from him. You backed straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. See the difference there?
That makes sense now.
Yeah. Yep. Good.
Good. Whoa. Good boy.
Very good. Good job.
He's moving forward much better without the whip.
Yeah. Well, and he's slower. He's at your speed, not his. The one thing that we could do now to break this up a little bit is that he anticipates when you step back and he stops, and then when you step forward, he's going to move. Now what we could do is have him stand while you approach him, because the minute you start to step forward, he wants to move. So now just stop, go to him, and see how he does.
Whoa. Good boy. He's going to poop. This is the perfect time. Get him while he's vulnerable. You're doing such a good job.
Very good. Not bad.
Good
not
boy.
Bad at all.
Good.
Very good.
Whoa.
Good and relaxed.
Good. Good. You don't need to smell your own poop.
He's just checking if somebody else slipped in there or not. Okay, the next time you stop him, instead of dropping the whip to approach him, control your whip just like you're doing, and then just go ahead and walk up to him and pet him. See how he does.
Whoa. Whoa. Good boy.
Oh, look at that. Relax that hind leg. See how he shifted it forward?
Good. Yeah.
He's just, yeah, good.
Good boy.
Very good.
Good.
Good job.
Good boy.
Nice. Good.
Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Should I run him now?
Nope. I would,
Whoa.
because he really hasn't kicked at you. Just stop back, step straight back, straight back, straight back. Don't turn.
Whoa.
Till he puts there.
Good
you go.
boy.
Okay, so where you started to stand, right where you're at now compared to where you started to stand, and say, whoa, you're about 90 degrees to the left. Because you really kind of started closer to where the camera's at. Not exactly 90 degrees, but you kind of turned in a circle a little bit. And that's what allowed him to keep coming back. But when it elongated the distance that he could come to you. Does that make sense? Am I saying that? Okay.
Well, because I was right here.
Right.
Whoa.
There you go. Okay, good.
Good boy.
And it takes a longer time, a longer distance for him to stop when he's walking than it does running, because obviously he's covering that distance at a slower rate. So it's a little harder to get a horse to stop when they're walking.
Good boy.
Generally.
Okay.
And they want to stop too when they're moving fast. They're like, yeah, I just as soon stand here. So it's a little easier to get them to cue onto your when you ask them, and they listen for that and say, oh, good, I get to stop.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
That's better.
Good boy. Good boy.
Better. And he's just kind of defying a little bit. He's like, yeah, I'll just keep doing what I want. Trying to assert a little bit of control. It doesn't seem like much, but it's still there. If he can take an extra step or two, him making the decision, then it's like, yeah, I'm still making decisions.
Good. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, it seems more effective when I was taking that step out in front of him.
Okay, now stop. Now look where you're at. He was, but you're squeezing him off. What we want to do is get him to listen to your voice instead of so much your body. And you're still watching your body, but you're taking the pressure away. So if you look at he's almost in the center of that rail. Okay, the next rail closest to you over your shoulder, that's where you should have ended up when you stopped. But you kind of turned again, and it's very, very easy to do when you're in this round corral. So what I always do is, see that's where your back should be placed at. Yeah. It's it is so easy to do this when you're going in a circle, because you're trying to keep your body somewhat faced towards them. At that point, don't worry about that. Just get a reference where you are across the corral so that the panel is slightly to your right, in the middle of that. Like you should have been turned. Yeah. Whoa. Towards it. Now straight back. That's better. Woo. And give him a cue. Say whoa when you go. Very good. You're doing great. Whoa. It's just a matter of subtle cues.
Good boy.
And then if he doesn't stop when you've backed off, then go ahead and squeeze him, because that's even more of an overt action. He might try to spin around and go the other direction on you, but always try to take the pressure off when you stop him, instead of try to squeeze him and get in his way. Because remember how we did the little exercise when I was outside the corral and I asked you to move several places just by pointing? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing here. You're You're
Whoa.
just giving him a little bit of room to do that, and it's much less work on your part.
Okay.
All right.
It
So
looks like he's just walking around and like exploring. Like, did
Yeah.
I need to expect him to stay perfectly still?
yes. We want him to stand.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, so when he's walking, go ahead and take a step. There you go. He did stop. Okay. If you have to, Ashley, then,
Good boy.
then only if you have to, then get into his way a little bit. Yeah, he's not going to stop for you, so go ahead and do what you instinctively you wanted to do in the first place. Look at him. He is just now he's just being defiant. He knows what you're asking for. So step
I haven't asked for anything. I'm thinking of what to do.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking you were wanting him to stop.
Whoa.
And just stand.
Whoa.
There, that's better.
Yeah, I mean, now he's not.
Where your body, see, he's just saying, nah, I'm just going to do my thing. Kind of look like that. Just because of the way he's looking around, he's not really paying attention much to you. He's kind of just ignoring you a little bit.
Yeah. Whoa. Good boy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Shake that head.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Okay, now we're getting into the defiant stage where he's just going to fight you on everything. So he wants to fight. Let's let him fight. You bet. Let's set it up to where he has to move in a different direction or a different speed. And when he defies you, then discipline him for that. Make him run the direction you want him to go. And I mean run 4 or 5 times around that corral. Look at that. Defiance. He can turn like a gentleman. He does not have to pick himself up and do a rollback because you weren't asking him from a high speed where he would have to do that. Okay, so the speed he's going.
Easy.
Okay, now discipline him. Make him go faster. Really make him work hard. So that speed that he was going is not a disciplined speed. Neither is that. Keep harder. Make him move. Make him move. Get on him fast. Yeah. Make him almost out of control. There. That's better. I'd work it a little harder, but I would also use that hand to cue. I know you're like I am. You're very, very right-handed. And so it's a little harder to use that. There you go. That's a little better. Okay, now you can slow him down anytime you wish.
Easy. Good boy.
Now he's probably going to look away if he can. All right, slow him down. Make him go from that high speed to just a walk.
Easy.
There we go. Just a walk.
Good boy.
Yeah. See how he ignored you to begin with?
Easy. Good.
Very good.
Good
You're doing
boy.
great. He's just difficult to
Easy.
to get him to listen.
Easy. Good. Good boy.
There we go. Nice.
All I need is a walk. Good boy.
Much better attitude.
Good boy. Dropping his head.
Yep. Now go back to the 1 step stop or 2, 3 steps and stop.
Whoa.
We want to do the.
Good
we want
boy.
to make. There you go. Now we want to make him do what you were going to ask him in the first place, and you know how he gets defiant, and if whatever he does at high speed on his own, or you have to get him to do that to discipline him, then you got to slow him down to slow speed. Good job, very good job. And he sees it. He's looking for his time clock to punch.
Good. Whoa.
Better.
Good boy.
Good praise. Good for you. Yep. Good job. Good correction. You kind of looked like you were surprised that he was going to do that.
I shouldn't be surprised at anything he does at this point.
No, that's true.
Easy. Easy. Good.
Very good. Good
Good
job.
boy. Whoa. Good
Better.
boy.
Much better. And you're near the center of the corral. Oh, look at him chew. Let's give him a little time. Don't approach him yet. Let's give him plenty of time to lick, chew, blink those eyes, drop that head. Give him plenty of time to process this. So he stopped immediately, looked at you, and then started licking, right? Dropped his head, was blinking. Yeah. So let's give him a little time to think about this. He might be, he's smart, but he's also devious a little bit too. So let's give him, we'll give him a little time to think about being in the corner here with his little dunce cap on. We're going to humiliate him a little bit. I mean, by just making him think about what he's done. And right now, all you're doing is you're controlling him because you're not letting him move.
Yeah.
So this too is look at him wanting to shift. Don't let him shift. Get that. Make him back up a step.
Good boy.
There you go. Now back away. Go back to where you were. Very good. Look at him lick and chew. Do you see that? I thought I saw him lick. Oh.
Yeah, he looked.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Look at him look. He
took half a step, and then I gave him the evil eyes.
Yeah. But look how he's hesitant. He wants to, but he's hesitant to move. He's like, do I or don't I? Maybe I shouldn't.
She's gonna come get me.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's where you want him thinking. Was that more licking? Couldn't tell.
I don't
know
think
he blinked.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I could.
He's blinking.
His face is kind of behind the bars a little bit for me.
Good boy. He's looking at me.
Good. He's looking for direction. I would just
stand right there.
Instinctively, you're doing exactly what I would do: is walk up, praise him for standing still. Excellent. Okay. What is it you want to accomplish? We got about 8 minutes left. What is it you would like to accomplish with him and stop on a good note? What's your dream today?
Just getting him to stop without me having to back all the way across the pen.
Okay. So the easiest way to get him to stop then is at a little higher speed.
Whoa.
So let's try that.
Okay. Good boy. You can trot. That's okay. Whoa. Good boy.
Good. Very good. Yeah, I would have him stop like that 3 or 4 times and then give him a chance, as long as he's done really well. Not bad.
Good boy.
Not as good as the first one, but give him 3 or 4 stops and then make him stand and think about the stop when he does a really good one.
Okay. Good boy. Good.
Now, one of the things I have not done is really keep track of how much time you've worked on one side versus the other. But you want to work evenly, or if there's one side that's not working as well, you want to work that side more. Oh, there you go.
Good boy. Okay.
Yeah, look at okay, yeah, look at him. He's looking away. He's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here.
Whoa.
Good
boy.
Good job.
Whoa.
Oh, he started. Yeah.
Good.
See, he started. See, you go towards the center, so he's anticipating going forward instead of what you. Oh, good job. Licking, chewing, dropping his head, blinking.
Good
Ears
boy.
are on you. Very good. Yeah, let's give him a few minutes like that.
Whoa. Good boy. Whoa. Good.
Oh, good job. Very good job. He knows what whoa means. He knows what you want from him because he's starting to move, shifts his weight, and then decides not to when you stop.
Mhm.
So we're getting there. See that the communication's kind of crude on his part, but at least he's starting to listen because he knows, oh, there's going to be discipline here. If I move
Yeah.
or continue, I'm going to have to do something else, and I don't want to do anything. So did you see how his thinking is?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Make the right thing easy and the wrong thing hard.
That's right. It's very simple.
Good boy.
Okay, good.
Easy. Easy. Good boy.
Good job. Good job. Very good. Good timing on that too.
I should have asked first.
That's okay. That's all right. You still asked with you're kind of clucking with your tongue, right?
Whoa, yeah. Okay, so he's much worse at stopping this side.
Yep. So let's
Good
make him work fast. Let's go ahead and make him go a little faster.
That's okay.
And then don't stop him until you've gone around 2 or 3 times.
Whoa. With your tongue, right?
And notice the difference. You're not asking him, or you're only asking him. You're not telling him with the whip that he needs to move. So you're not disciplining him. You're just asking him to move at a higher rate of speed. Very good job.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, what a creep.
Whoa.
Look at him. Just
Good boy.
creep. Just creeping along that corral wall. Okay. So let's ask him again.
Whoa.
So this is something really good to work on, Ashley, and we'll keep this in mind for next time, that we need to make him, when he's going with his near side towards you, he needs to be a little bit better disciplined about stopping. So let's ask him to go again. Let's start with just a trot, and then work him right up into a lope after about a round or two.
Good boy.
Very good.
Good boy.
We want him to want to stop.
Good.
Very good. Now we can also cheat a little bit, and you can stop him by that gate, because he's going to want to stop at that gate. So you can also cheat a little bit and know what he's thinking and what he wants.
Whoa.
Yeah, there we go. That was kind of sloppy on his part. I would think he'd want to stop there. He's kind of surprised me a little bit.
Yeah. Whoa. Good boy.
So he's just I think he's just being a little defiant, wanting to make decisions.
Good. Whoa.
All right. So whenever you want, just do what you're doing. We'll try to get him to just walk around there and then stop a couple of times, and then we'll call it good for the day, because you're about 40 minutes into this and about feeling like you're at 40 below.
Yeah, feels like it. I think my snot is frozen inside my brain now. Whoa. I just want him to stand there till I can get to the center.
Yep, and you're doing exactly the right thing. You're stopping him because you're still controlling him. It's just harder for you to have to do it.
Whoa.
And the next time he does that, step towards him and make him back up. There we go, like that. Good job. There. Okay, now come to the center. See how you've kind of set his feet up where he's kind of stalled a little bit, and it's going to be some effort. Good job. Make him back that leg up. Walk towards him and back him up. Right. Good job. Good job, Pop. Good job.
Boy.
There we go. Okay, now. Back up.
Whoa.
Good job. Back him up. And that little booger knows.
Good boy.
There we go. Good job. He knows what you're wanting, and he's just testing you.
Whoa.
Good job.
Whoa.
Very good.
Good.
And when he stops, praise him for it. Now start praising.
Good boy.
Good. And then If as long as he stands there for a minute or so, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. And then when he kind of gives up, and he may place his foot in front of it a little bit just to kind of get his balance, and that's okay if he does. There he's shifting his weight on it. Anytime you want, I would praise him, go up to him, pet him, and we call it a day.
Okay.
Because this is a small win. This is a small win. You made him back up 3, 4, 5 times at the most there, and he did it, and now he's standing. So that's very, very good.
Good boy.
That's a weight shift. That's okay. That's a weight shift.
Yeah, he shifted his weight and then he looked right at me, so he's good.
Yes. Good job.
He's like, he's like, I'm just moving my leg to balance. It's okay. I'm not going anywhere.
That's right. He says, no, I'm not meaning what you think I mean.
Good boy.
All right. Well, good job. Do you have any questions about what we covered or what we need to do?
I mean, not necessarily. I kind of asked them in the moment, but it's more like just kind of figuring out like what his language is, because it's different from Mystery's, obviously.
Right. Yep.
And just kind of getting him more fine-tuned like that it's gonna take some time. So I'm wondering if I should do like more sessions throughout the week other than just this one.
Yes. Yeah. If you want to progress, you'll progress faster. I wouldn't work him, by any means several times a day, every day. You don't have to do that, but just a couple of times a week to keep him sharp and then to work on those things that you need to work on.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you, we worked about 40 minutes with him. There have been times when I've worked as little as 2 or 3 minutes on a horse. They did everything I wanted to do in that time, and you're done. You don't want to overdo it or you can make him mad. He's not at that point. If we start to see him get sticky about that, then we'll stop that, because it's about his welfare and his training and what we're doing to his brain. And then we can talk about things or give him a rest. We don't want to overwork a horse. But at the same time, we want him to challenge us a little bit so that we can correct him and say, no, this is what you have to do, because otherwise he doesn't know his limitations. Yeah. I got words in here, but I'm not always good with them. So, if I say something and confuse you, that's my fault. And we need to talk about that and say, hey, okay, I didn't get that. What did you mean by that? So, because even if I was Shakespeare, I have to read Shakespeare a couple times before I get what the heck that guy was meaning. So, and
it's the same thing with me talking to him.
It is. Yeah. And you know what? We try some things and they don't work. You got to try something else. And I can usually kind of guess, but sometimes they surprise me and they've got something else. And honestly, it's a little tough for me to see his expression, and I can't see your expression in the moment. So it's, sometimes I guess about what he was doing. Just like that time when I thought he was kicking, because the camera froze, right. The video froze. I would have swore, I'd have bet a paycheck that he kicked at that moment. And like you say, he clearly didn't. He just took off. So, okay. Well, we know what we need to work on next time then, or when we're working again. That near side and the stop. Do not be afraid to discipline him super hard. And I mean, harder than you think you need to, when you discipline him. Don't do it for long, 3, 4, 5 times at the most around that circle. And then you stop, forget it ever happened. So,
so just intensity rather duration. Yes,
correct.
Okay.
Absolutely correct. And you can watch them, and as you're disciplining them, you can see that they're like, oh, I don't want to do this. And you do it just a little more and back off, and you're good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good job.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, and thank you for your time again.
Absolutely. Not a problem.
I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I hope it gets a little warmer next week.
Yeah, I sympathize with you, because Friday night I was riding a horse looking for a steer, and it was blowing and the snow was hitting me in the face, and it was stinging and it hurt, and I couldn't feel my hands and feet. So I get it. I understand. I've been there and been there recently.
Yeah. I just watched your video on sorting the cows. That doesn't look like fun, but I'll keep doing it.
It wasn't horrible. if my wife will stick with me, then it's pretty good because she freezes up pretty easy. But she's a good sport too. She's done a lot of things that is well beyond asking her or anybody to do, and still stay married.
That's good.
All right. Well, I think that we may have a little bit of a chance to chat with Suzanne, and I don't know if James is ready to do that or not. Then we can kind of let you do whatever you're going to do with your, jump in here, or what the format is to be available as well. I'm not sure. So I guess if they're
well,
ready.
I would imagine I'm going to go put him away, and then I'll defrost in the office. So
That
I'll be
sounds
around.
Great. Good
Cool.
job.
Thank you,
Ashley.
Brandon.
You bet.
Thanks.
Can you hear me, Brandon?
Hey, there you are. Good morning, gorgeous.
Hi. I
How are
really enjoyed your videos this morning. They were wonderful, and I've got a number of questions for you.
Oh, okay. Well, you and I talked the other day, and when we talked about Montana Socials and kind of introduced it when I was there, and it's this is something we want to keep positive. And then we did the videos, kind of some sequences. You guys put them together on the sorting, gathering, sorting, and taking to market, and then my rant after that. And that's been the low point of the week, and it was not fun. And we're adjusting to that.
Well, I had, you covered a lot in those videos, and it made me realize that if you weren't accustomed to being around a ranch, there's a lot of things a lot of details that I think people would be very interested in future sessions. Number one is you have a really complex system of chutes and corrals, and your ability to shoot to separate those cattle. And I remember when you were making those, and I think it would be really interesting for some time for you to walk us through those, because that's, if a two-person operation with you and Lisa went very smoothly, but because it seems like in part it was because of the great setup you created there.
Well, it's not, I don't want to give anybody the impression that I thought of this, because I did not. You set them up because you know how a cow is going to behave, believe it or not. It's all about behavior as well. So I will do that. I'll run through the corral system, and we can probably do 20 minutes just on that. It may be a little bit confusing, but for instance, you saw Lisa was bringing those steers towards me. She was cutting them out and bringing them towards me. And they were everybody was pretty willing to come that direction. Well, the reason why is because we had pulled all the cows and calves through that chute and up that direction, and they were held in that pen. And a cow will always want to go back to where they came. So if you bring them up, take them back down, and then they'll want to come back up for you. And so getting them to load in the chute, that's been there now for, I don't know, 4 years. It was a mess and needed to be redone. And so it was a project that I went, okay, late summer, let's tear all of this out. Let's start over, and let's build this right so that you can bring calves into a smaller pen, sort them into an even smaller pen with that gate that come around that either Lisa or I were using with 7 or 8 head at a time, whatever you're going to fill the front of a trailer with, or whatever compartment. And it took 18 days for me to build that. All of the setting posts, cutting, welding, coping the ends of the pipe so that they would, rest a pipe onto another pipe this direction, so it sets down into it, and then you weld around that. It took 18 days to do that. And the first time I used it, we loaded those cows or calves in less than 3 minutes. So, you spend all of that time, but that's how well it works. It's very efficient, and it's called different names for it, but a bud box. is where you have an outlet for them to go. But if you stand in the corner of it where they can work around you, that's what they want to do. They'll want to work in a circle around you, and you just guide them by your presence where you're going to be, just like you would a horse in a lot of ways. And they're just wanting to try to escape, and they'll go right up that chute, and they do pretty well. So yeah, it is complicated. And no matter how much you have invested in pens and different little holding areas, you're always short one every time. You need one more. You need one more pen. You know, it seems like.
Yeah. Well, I remember, Brandon, when I came with the Giddy Up girls to your ranch. And I also remember that we did this at a ranch here in Stevensville, where you got us into the round pen and we all learned cow language.
Right.
Language.
Yep.
And I would love to have you at some point in the down the line in the future talk to us about cow language and horse language and the importance of understanding. A couple things that you just said were really important in the way you construct your operation. You know that a cow wants to go back the way it came, for example. So
right.
That's true in all of our worlds. If we understand people's motivations, horses' motivations and habits and things like that, you can set them up for success and really cut the amount of work it takes you to do something. Like you said, 18 hours invested in creating the system allows you now forever to do this in minutes where it used to take hours.
Absolutely right. Yeah, and you're not fighting the animal, and you're not getting them worked up and fearful, and that's the important part. You want a low impact on your animals. You'll notice, and when you were here with the Giddy Up girls, it was funny because they, I think, were so surprised at how they could walk amongst the cows, and the cows really would kind of keep a distance from them, but they weren't fearful of them, and they didn't try to run over them either.
Yeah.
You know, and it's about how you handle them. Now, there are some areas or some people that we call it doing a Waha John Wayne type of stuff, where they are all about whips and hot shots. And a hot shot is basically an electric prod. And you won't find one on this place. And if anybody comes on here, I'll use it on them. You know, because I don't want my cattle, you know, to be handled like that. It's not good cowmanship.
Well, and it's really bad for their emotional and physical health. I mean, if you read Temple Grandin, for example, who really she is autistic, and she has been able to kind of see the world through animals' eyes. Yes. And when you take an animal to market, you want that animal to be calm, to be unafraid, you know, because, you know, a cow's life can be a source of joy throughout it, and its death can be very fast and very humane. And throughout that process, this can be a very good process from both sides, depending on how you, the cattleman, treat your cattle. And I think that you're being very conscious of that really speaks well for the way and for the health of your cattle in that regard.
Yeah, and I'm glad you recognize that and see that. And we've talked about this before as a ethics issue, raising animals that you consume. You know, you want to give them the best life you can, where they are content, or if you can make a cow happy. And I think contentment is it, you know, because cows are not smart when you want them to be. And when you don't want them to be, they're very smart. So, you know, they'll beat you when they can. But the point is making them healthy, happy, followed by a humane death for our consumption.
Yeah, I think that's incredibly important. And that's what I have seen on your ranch. And I think it makes for a healthier product, a better product, all the way around for everybody, because I know that tension and emotion and all of that translates to hormones in the meat. I mean, it's a full circle.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we do when we take a butcher steer or several butcher steers to get consumed by us, you know, we finish them for our own consumption for a year. We would take them in the night before. They're ready to be butchered the next morning at the shop, at the butcher shop, where they have a little small holding corrals. And if my dad was bringing them down, my mom and dad bringing them down to the place where near we live at Shepherd, they're not at the ranch. He would leave a half bucket full of some of the grains that we finished them with. And I would get up early in the morning and go down there, and I would feed them. I'd grab the bucket that he left, and I would feed those animals out so that they're continuing the same routine, and they're eating and calming themselves. And then ask the guy that he knew what kind of animals we brought in, and just walk them up the chute and go ahead and give them a humane, quick kill. And it makes all the difference in the taste of the meat. You would be amazed how hitting an animal with a hot shot, adrenalizing them, how that affects the taste and the quality of the meat. So it's important that right up to the point of the time of death.
Yeah, it's really important on all kinds of standards in terms of ethics, in terms of quality, all of that. The other thing that really struck me in watching your videos, Brandon, was how important Lisa is, and how important the family operations. You really can't pay for the kind of labor that you need to do this kind of an operation. It's not just a financial issue either. It's a matter of caring and being willing to do the work regardless of the circumstances.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And she's a school teacher. I call her my little school marm. She's brilliant. She teaches high school chemistry, physics, astronomy. She's very, very smart. And she has low standards. We got to give her that. I mean, she's been with me for a long, long time. So, but she and I, and there's a joke we have, and everybody in agriculture who handles cattle, they all relate to this, and that is what is said in the corral. I apologize for later, and you will forgive me for it. I hope, because when you're familiar with somebody like that and things happen and so quickly you say, oh, grab the gate, and something gets by it. Well, now you got to sort something out of a bunch of cows. And part of the reason I was on the gate and she was doing all of the work back and forth, which is the harder job to cut those animals out, is I said, do you want to work the gate or do you want to sort? And she said, no, you work the gate, because she was afraid she'd let something by and it would make me mad. And, it gets more work, but you know what? I can make those mistakes too. So you try to be as kind to each other as you can, but husbands are notorious for yelling, screaming, and saying bad words during sorting time. When her and I first started working together, it was very, very stressful for her, and it still is. And I don't want to put that stress on her, but it happens because you're always fighting the clock. The more time you spend handling those cattle and working them, you're getting shrink. And shrink is they're losing weight. Well, it's about how much they weigh, right? So when we first started working together, she was really stressed, and she was trying to learn, because she did not come from an ag background. And so she's learning and has done a phenomenal job because she's smart. She's learned what to do. And we don't have to say that much to each other anymore. We just have to plan and do it. And my grandpas, my dad and me, we could work cattle literally, say, okay, this is what we want to do. And we would never have to say a word to each other all of the time that we're doing it. And it was kind of funny. My boys growing up were learning. And one time here, it was only 4 or 5 years ago, during branding time, and there was a lot of people coming to help us, and which is great, because it's kind of it's an event, right? And so you want to include people, and their help is always welcome. And I thought I was very clear at what I said, and I gave people these number of cattle go here, and I had a little diagram of the corrals. And when we got halfway through, something didn't go right, and Kalen lost his temper with me a little bit, and he goes, "Dad, you might be good with horses, but you suck when you talk to people." So, and, so that bleeds over there. But everybody's getting better and better and better, and you can literally do more by saying less if you each can anticipate what you need. And it's an art. It really is. It's not just doing something. It's knowing what to do, how to do, when to do it, and how much pressure to put on those animals. It's about doing just like Ashley was doing earlier with Oggy. They look at you and they think a little differently than a horse, obviously, but you have to respond to them.
Yeah, I've had some experience with cattle with my neighbor. And when I first showed up with my horsepower, who loves cattle, by the way, he loves to chase them. He was great. I was way more of a problem than I was a help. I mean, I'll just be quite honest with you. And I'm really grateful that she was patient with me. And, you know, because you have to develop kind of a sixth sense with all of this. And you're not only trying to control yourself and cue off the cow, but you're controlling your horse at the same time. And it was a lot of things going on at once. And I also came to understand that you really had to understand the terrain, whether it's the corrals that you're using and where to position them next to the gate, or whether you're out in a huge ranch, which I often helped her bring her cattle in. You kind of have to know how to use the ground to your favor as well.
Yes.
To kind of funnel them in a particular area, because you know they'll get to a certain place in the river, and the forest will automatically funnel them in, and you can kind of bunch them up.
Yep.
And so I came to really respect and I was in awe of people who could really pull all that off, because it's physical, it's emotional, and it's mental. It takes a lot. I know we're going past, Brenda, but I want to tell you how excited I am to have you sending us these videos. And if you don't mind, I'd love to work with you to help kind of bring in some of the details, because for those people who have not been on a ranch, like the sorting pens and the sorting, all of that goes on. You know, people are used to the term sorting pen because we use it here. We have one place where we have about 6 gates going out of one place, and that's where you direct the horses one way or another.
Right.
And right. And so you try to set your facility up to make things easy for yourself. But there were a couple of points that I thought were really interesting that at some point I'd like to go into greater depth with you. The whole issue of trailering. That's boy. You know, I've done that too. 6 horses in a big trailer. That's a whole different deal.
Yep.
You know, and then you had, you know, the whole concept of putting more cows in there when the roads are bad. Though people don't understand that live weight behind you moves the trailer around.
Oh man, yes. It can throw you. It can, you literally can start to sway and move.
Yeah.
On
and then
dry
you get
ground.
into an oscillation, and then the wind hits. I mean, it's a really dicey deal. And now I'm also curious about sale day and your relationship with the buyers. Are they the same buyers? There's just a lot of details here that I hope we can go into in the future.
Sure. You bet.
And, yeah. And
I'll tell you what I'll do. It's supposed to melt this week a little bit and be a little bit easier maybe to see, and I'll just put together a video of our corrals just to kind of piggyback right off of this for next week. How's that sound?
That's wonderful. I'd really like people to understand how it flows, because where you've got your water and you've got your big field. I remember working there with you, and that was before you put in all of these extra corrals and slots, and you know, it's just. And what goes into making it? All the welding, and why are you using metal instead of wood? I can answer that question, but I'm not sure they can.
Yes, I'll bet you can.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, 20 years into it, and I'm replacing everything. I can answer that easily.
Well, you got a good run at 20 years.
That's right. I did. Okay. Well, Brandon, I really appreciate our relationship, and we will give you a recording of this so that you can put it on your Hash Knife Enterprises. And you know, let's see if we can't get our audiences together to get to know one another, because I think it's a wonderful opportunity for city folk and rural folk to have some fun together.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I'd love to share that with everybody too. You know, we try to make some good videos, answer some questions, just kind of let people have a window into what we're doing, you know. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it's what it is. It's real.
Yeah.
And so that's that's a good thing. And I think that's a lot of fun. And yeah, I'd love to share that, what we've done here with a group on our site too. And some of our, I think my oldest son has also got, Kalen has got the YouTube channel up, and we've done some things on there. So heck, we'll see what we can do.
Great. Well, thank you, Brandon. As always, it's just such a pleasure to work with you, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Oh, that's great. We'll see you guys next week then. Stay warm.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
All right, howdy everybody. This is James back here in the tech booth, and yeah, we're gonna let you enjoy the sights and sounds around the ranch here for a few moments, and I'm gonna go out and grab Freddie the pig. And don't worry, he's not a real live pig, but I'm gonna go hide Freddie, and then I think Ashley's got some decorations we're gonna place with Freddie, or give him something to, you know, hang out with, so he's not all alone and cold. So we'll be featuring a Finding Freddie episode, kind of like a scavenger hunt on the cameras, and one of our volunteer camera operators, Celia, will be helping find Freddie today. So Celia, I hope you're ready, and I'll be back with you at noon, and we'll see where Freddie's at. And then after that, we've got some pumpkin carving and other antics from Ashley and Ryan. And then following that, we'll have a artist here for putting up a tree and a new art installation for the next few weeks. So do stay tuned. Thanks for joining us this chilly Monday, and we'll be back with you in about 20 minutes. Enjoy the rest of Dunrovin here.